What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is February the 4th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with data points, the only thing to really watch for today is going to be the JOLT numbers. Current forecast is 7.8 million, and so that's coming out at 9 a.m. Aside from that though, futures are looking somewhat good. NASDAQ up 0.3, S&P up 0.19, and then the Dow is down slightly, 0.07. So all in all, I think a lot of the market is very hyped up because of Palantir's earnings. So a lot of growth stocks are kind of moving higher and everything else. So yeah, let me know your viewpoint on that. This seems to have fixed itself slightly. So the fear and greed index is finally moving again. So it is showing under the fear category, meaning people's appetite for risk won't necessarily be there. But again, I don't think this is correctly adjusted what's happening. But getting right to it, Sofi is up, so piggybacking off of the broader market. So far, it's definitely had a very nice bounce off of the overnight lows from yesterday. No news today, no SEC filing, so just simply piggybacking off the broader market. Shorts right now, 12.27% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 132.07 million shares. They did surprisingly return yesterday, so maybe if JOLT numbers are good, then similarly they'll return again. They haven't really been doing all that much though, and I've been kind of mentioning that over the last 2 weeks, is that they, for whatever reason, are more timid. I'm not really sure exactly the basis of that, but yeah, let me know your viewpoint on that. Some points to watch for with it at 1546. It is trading right above this S1, so 1532 will be a key support to watch for today. And then flip side, $16, if it does gain some good momentum, is going to be the next strong target for Sofi. And again, JOLT numbers could really push it there as well. Moving on, Palantir. I think everyone and their dog is going to be talking on Palantir. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing earnings. Anyone betting against Palantir is definitely in for a world of pain. And only 3.3 or 3.8% of the free floats being shorted. Works out to be 80.3 million shares. It's kind of funny, there's roughly $6.72 billion shorting Palantir. So there's more dollar value shorting Palantir than many stocks in general. So Palantir is a beast, and yeah, honestly, I think their earnings came in line with a lot of people's expectations. Just yeah, aside from that though, some points to really watch for with it at 104. Just watch for 102 to be that next strong kind of support. If so, then at least in the short term, you could see possibly around that 110 range to 129. So that'll be the next strong target. Definitely not saying that's going to happen right now, but at least in the short term for today, just watch for 102 to continue to hold. So exciting times are ahead for Palantir, so give yourself a shout out if you bought it before earnings or whatever else. And then kind of speaking on earnings, PayPal. So I don't really know the specifics. I think the conference is going on right now, but clearly it's not all that great. Looking at this though, it looks pretty okay. Like, I'm not really sure. There must be some kind of something happening right now that market doesn't like. It's not heavily shorted, similar to other stocks I mentioned. So 2.81% of the free floats being shorted. Works out to be 28.1 million shares. Shorts, though, they must have anticipated, and this is why I like to analyze this information. Even though they might not be squeeze plays, this is what big money is truly feeling going into, let's say, a big event or earnings. So they have been increasing leading into PayPal's earnings. So they were under the impression that they were going to miss. So that seems to be the consensus. And you can actually see the opposite happen with many other stocks. Even Palantir, you had a reduction. So for whatever reason, PayPal shorts kind of knew that something was going to happen. But with it at $81 and change, it is right between this S1 and this S2. So $80.79 is going to be that next strong support. Flip side, 83.50 is going to be the next strong target / resistance for it to really push higher. I'd like to say, like I said, whatever they stated, that is really causing it to go down, because like I said, these numbers are pretty good. Whatever they stated, like maybe that'll push it below that S2 or cause a buying frenzy a little bit up to this S1, but it looks as though the market is and does want it to close red today. So moving on, ticker ACON, it is up 29% over the last 1 year, though down 99.14%. News that came out this morning, so it looks like Aclarion announces Clarity trial of 𝗪𝗧𝗔𝗓 or whatever it is now fully funded. So honestly, it's okay. So it looks like that they raised nearly 20 million in gross proceeds, and which is going to be for the Clarity trial. And so you guys already know biotechs and whatever is not my forte. This is what they do. On a side note, healthcare technology, 5 employees, but honestly, I think given the circumstances, this is will be very hyped up with investors, because like obviously this kind of meets the criteria, right? But it only has a market cap of 207,000. Just did a reverse stock split, looks like on January the 30th. So yeah, a 1 for 335. So definitely, it's, I don't know, this is one to probably avoid in my opinion, but if you're a swing trader, day trader, this one definitely might be for you. Of course, with the recent reverse stock split, this does show as very inaccurate. So 44,000% of the free float is being shorted. So based on the utilization, you can already tell that this isn't a squeeze play. So there is shorts in here though, so they'll probably play a very big part in the day-to-day trading for today, but it's not a squeeze play. With it right now at $8 and change, it is trading between this R2 and this R1. So for whatever reason, if you do want to trade this, $8.10, just watch for that to be kind of the stop loss pivot at least, or maybe a buying zone depending on your risk tolerance. And then $8.61 is going to be the next strong target, and then followed by $9.44 if it does gain some pretty good momentum. Moving on, Quantum BioPharma, so ticker QNTM. So over the last 1 year, down 93.96%, oddly looking very similar to this stock right here, ticker ACON. So the reason why this is up 64% is because of this. Looks like they announced a success of unbuzzed clinical trial. So of course, any of these types of stocks going through a good success, it does go up. So you can kind of refer back to what happened in August as maybe a good benchmark. So it went from $5 to 13. So this one has shown legs that it can actually move, definitely. It's not heavily shorted, so 3.01% of the free float is being shorted, so just something to kind of consider. If you're looking at trading it though, with that 527, it is trading right now kind of between this R3 and the R2 based on the classic. So 642 would be the next strong target / resistance. 494 would be the next strong support, and potentially again a stop loss. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. Is there any other stocks that's floating your boat? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon where I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolutely on point and bangers, so definitely worthwhile to pop over and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.